Hello and welcome to the Women's Technology Council Leadership Video Series. My name is Elise Park and I am a freshman majoring in architecture. I am pleased today to welcome Betty Hudson. She's president of Hudson Associates, where she consults with business leaders, nonprofit organizations, and for-profit entities on a wide range of marketing and communications issues.
Thank you, Elise. I'm delighted to be here. I wish we could be together in person, but someday soon.
So my first question to you is, what kind of advice could you give to a young professional for being innovative and for presenting new ideas in the workplace?
I don't know that there's a one size fits all answer to that particular question, Elise. I think it's, do you have something you believe is unique or value added? Do you have a vision of how it could possibly add value? And are you able to describe it in a way that someone else would understand it? Once you've got those three things figured out, you need to find someone to tell your story to.
That makes total sense. So my next question is, what do you wish you knew at the start of your career as opposed to now?
I think now what life has taught me is you don't need to have a plan and you don't need to necessarily have goals. What you probably are better equipped with is curiosity and courage. Because some of the jobs and opportunities that have come my way, I couldn't have aspired to when I was 20 or 30 because they didn't exist. If my young self had knew I could just trust my gut more and maintain curiosity and be a continual learner, I think it would have saved me some sleepless nights thinking, I don't really have a plan.
Yeah. What advice or suggestion would you want to give to those who are still uncertain about their career path?
That you flex different muscles and you learn different things when you live and work in different cities or in different organizations. I would say to any young person, be open to change, be willing to move and relocate. Moving around taught me a lot about different value propositions, lifestyles. It builds new networks in each new place you live and work that turn out to be incredibly valuable to you in the next place. And when you get to a new job and a new opportunity, ask whoever hired you to name 5 or 10 people in the organization who you should get to know and ask them out for a cup of coffee and ask their advice. And you will find people will give you advice and you should take it and then go back and tell them you took it. And before you know it, they're on your team. So I always ask for help and advice. And in my experience, people are very willing to, if you come towards them, they'll come towards you.
So in the times of COVID, how is it possible to still build a network and strong relationships when remote working is becoming increasingly common in the workplace?
So I did say at the beginning, I don't think you should feel obliged to have goals, but I do have short yardage. I'm a football fan, so I tend to talk in sports metaphors. Short yardage things like every day I need to do 5 personal things. I need to send a birthday card. I need to remember an anniversary. I need to do 5 personal things. At the end of the week, I've done 25, right? So if every week I say I want to do 3 non-direct connect. I'm not calling you because I want to ask you for money or a favor. I just want to know you a little better. At the end of the month, I've got 12 of those. So just kind of making that your routine, I think adds some color and fun to your life. But the network thing is hard right now.
So what advice would you give to someone going on her or his first job interview?
And I'm going to tell you that you should have 3 good questions that let the interviewer know that you have invested time and thought in the opportunity. And again, it will be custom. You're going to have to do this based on what that opportunity looks like and what your skill sets are. But come ready with 3 things that make it clear that you have done your homework.
So, how do you balance your work and home life?
It's hard, and you do have to make some choices. And I think part of what is going on in today's workforce, it's more acceptable to speak to those challenges in the workforce. There was a period of time, and some of your colleagues in your faculty and so forth may remember, where you were never supposed to say you had an issue at home, or that you needed to leave early because of either a doctor's appointment or a children's game or whatever. Now I think both men and women are wanting to have the time and ability to participate in their private lives as much as they participate in their professional ones. So acknowledging and understanding each other, I think it's much better today,
Yeah.
but it's still hard.
So my last question for you is, do you have any books and or articles that you would suggest that I read?
I'll tell you, I'm part of a mentor network. It's called the Unreasonables Group, and they work on with early stage companies that are focused for profit on one or more of the UN sustainability goals. And we were at a retreat about a year ago. We were each supposed to bring a leadership book, and we were going to put it in a library and trade back and forth. And so, there were Jim Collins books and Malcolm Gladwell books and the great thinkers and even somebody brought How to Win Friends and Influence People. And the book I brought that I would tell everyone to read again, Charlotte's Web.
I love that.
It is,
Yeah.
if you look at Charlotte's Web, it is about leadership, diversity, kindness, and marketing. Remember when the spider makes the web that says "a really good pig"?
Yep.
That's marketing.
Yeah.
And the being able to see the value in something that other people don't see the value in, that is leadership. I mean, to me, Charlotte's Web is one of the great books about life. So, but when I put it on the shelf, there was a little fight for it because none of all these, high ticket entrepreneurs have brought the big think books, and they all went, right. I love Charlotte's Web. So my book is Charlotte's Web.
So thank you so much for joining us today, Betty. You're a great resource for the New York tech community. We appreciate you sharing your thoughts and advice with us today. Thank you.
Well, I had a lot of fun, Elise, and you were a wonderful interviewer and very kind to me, which I always appreciate. And I can't wait to hear what happens with you in your career.